happy Spanish Day for you that takes Spanish lessons first thing in the morning today.
That's me, chap.
Oh, there you go.
Good morning. Good
And
morning,
happy
everybody.
Thursday.
I just finished my Spanish class, so I'm all habla español.
Wow. Sounds Italian.
Hablo español.
Sounds more Italian than Spanish. So I don't know how the hell
my
that's
Spanish
working out.
teacher just rolled her eyes, I'm sure, when I said habla español.
Oh, yeah. That works. That's terrible. So I'm still working on my very first yerba mate of the day. So I need to push this down a little to get some of the juice of the flavored leaves from Argentina. So you can get
Argentina.
You can get yerba mate from Argentina, Paraguay, and I believe Brazil. And for whatever reason, Liverpool only carries Argentinian yerba mate, and they've got like 5 or 6 brands.
But maybe they can't import the other stuff. Maybe they don't let it come. Have you ever thought of that?
Paraguayan yerba mate is blocked. You cannot get it.
Right.
This stuff's a little bitter today because I left some from yesterday. Thought I would add to it. Normally the smoky stuff, you can do that. This stuff, I don't think you can. A little sour.
I don't even.
She doesn't like yerba mate at the best of times. And this is not the smoky stuff. This is the smooth stuff. So what can you tell the folks, honey? Okay, I can tell you this. If you want to invest in Mexico, you want to buy inexpensive land, build a house inexpensively, be ready. Be ready to do this very quickly. Because with that new development that we're doing, the developer, we're going to release 6 lots. The first one that buys is going to pay 25 to 33% less than what land is currently selling for in this area, as well as he's going to give a great deal on building the property. His job is just to get one started in there. Then additional 2 lots we will sell at a very, very good price. But the deal is you have to build within 3 months of purchasing. He just wants to see things starting to go. So we've got 29 lots in there. There's going to be 6 for sale right away. And it is going to be amazing, guys. I mean, it is going to be a beautiful little development.
Yes.
And
I know we were there again yesterday, and I'm like, I kept saying, I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it. But there is something about not having so much dust. I mean, I look around. My housekeeper can't come today. She's not feeling well.
Oh,
so
I didn't know that.
Yeah, she told me last night.
Okay.
And so I'm looking around this morning, walking around in the. I mean, we keep the house tidy, of course, especially with my mom and Shay here. They're always picking up after themselves, probably better than John and I normally do.
Maybe.
But the dust, like I've dusted, I think twice this week, just quickly surface dusting on the things that are easily seen. I
swept the floor with the dust mop and got a little pile of dust.
Yeah. It's just dusty. It's so dry. But then going out to that lot, it is horribly dry. There's like this fine powder everywhere. You walk and it poofs up under your feet.
But that is only temporary.
But that is, definitely only temporary. It'll all be paved and there'll be grass and it'll be quite lovely when it's all done. Or whatever you decide to put in your front yard that looks good.
The lots in there also are
They're very big. They're
6,000 square foot range, which is
Yeah.
actually a decent sized lot. I think in North America, those are typical.
So it's nice to put a nice house on it, a pool. Anyways, good morning, Mom. Good morning, Debbie Keatley.
Because who knows? We may never put in a pool here. I don't know. It was supposed to be.
You just got a dirty look and you didn't even pay attention.
From who?
Me.
Show me again. Oh, that's a dirty look. I can tell right there. So yeah, it's just. So yeah, we had to tell the developer because he offered us. He made that offer to us.
He made us a great offer, but
it was magical.
We have made the decision since then, as you guys all know, because John tells you every day, that we're going to be putting in a lot of money into our business, which will eventually get us whatever house we want, wherever we want it.
Absolutely.
Right now, you guys, I think we're going to be putting in the pool. I know we haven't done it yet, but this is spider web. See, look at that. I really want a pool, and I really want to stay here for a while until we get that place. Maybe
our upstairs is nice.
Yeah.
I have to tell you.
And
our upstairs is
that's where I took my Spanish lesson again, because it's relatively quiet, although it's really cool because the guys that own the horse, so there's 2 horses in that lot out there.
Stud horses, their entire job.
And one guy took one of the horses out so he could run it around on the street. Well, the other horse is tied to a stake with a long rope, but that's because he gets quite aggressive when other horses go by. So they have to keep him secure. Otherwise, he's broken through the fence and gotten out. So the horse is going, the guy that's holding onto the rope of the one horse has him going around in circles. Well, the other horse is doing that around his stake, going around in circles, but he's also bucking and rearing, and it was actually kind of cool to watch. So I actually picked up my laptop, and because my Spanish teacher could hear it, Karina could hear it. So I'm like, here, this is what you're hearing. And so I took the laptop and showed her, and she's like, that is so cool. That's right across the street from you. And I said, yeah, that's my entertainment. If I want to go and sit and watch that horse, or I can go across the street and feed him.
Yeah, he's sitting on a lot of money there because it's 4 lots that these 2 horses are on, which I feel are kind of small for these horses.
But the horses are not.
Yeah, they don't
running around either. They are, one's penned and one is tied.
And the reason is because they are, once again, stud horses.
Yeah.
Their entire being is to stud.
Yeah.
How amazing is that?
But they are very good at, they come 2 or 3 times a day, check on them, feed them, water them. I assume they have running water on that one of those lots for sure. Exercising them, they're definitely not just left alone to their own devices. But like I said, every once in a while, they've gotten quite frisky, quite aggressive, not frisky.
We'll have horses walk by on the street because we live in a neighborhood where horses by themselves
We've had cows walk down our street. We're not going to anymore because that lot's all fenced off. But
yeah, but I don't think that mattered because that wasn't open when those cows came in.
Where did they come from then? From the back?
I don't know, maybe.
Up Zach's and Chuicha Street? And
where does any cow come from?
Mama cows?
Maybe a farm somewhere. I don't know. We are right on the edge of town.
Yeah.
Before we lived on the water, which was lovely. I said 1 year, and it ended up being 9. And the house was falling apart. It almost killed the dogs because it just started to fall apart.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually we left, and it was difficult to live there.
The color is really different in the camera than it is here.
It's oranger here.
Yeah, it's because this is more a blood orange or a reddy orange, and here it's a very orangey orange. I don't like that color.
I'm sorry. So yeah, back to the house.
I don't think you are sorry.
So when we lived there,
the color's wrong. That means all of our color is wrong.
When we lived there, people would walk by and they knew we lived there. So they'd be like, hey, John, Christie. And they'd be like, hey, how's it going? And it's like, this is our house.
Leave us alone.
Leave us alone. Because we talk to people all day. And so now we live at the edge. Like we are, the end of town is like the street here. So people mean to come to us if they come down this way. They don't get lost and say, oh, look, it's John and Christie.
Let's go knock on their door.
No, don't.
Orange is my favorite. Well, thanks, Dan. I'll let you borrow it anytime. Just kidding.
Hello, Dan. Good morning. So who do we say good morning to? Did we say good morning to anybody?
Yeah, Debbie and my mom were watching. Those are the only people. It shows numbers, but it doesn't show people again. So
if you're here, say something.
Say hi, because we don't know that you're watching. We don't know who you are.
Here
it says we got 14 people watching, and I
know. Oh, here we go. Kurt, my wife and I said the same thing about the dust we have been in the Terraltas, and you have to sweep every day. Lots of cows behind you.
Yeah.
It is true. There are lots of cows behind Terralta 3.
So depending on which Terralta 3 you are in, you will have more dust because of what's around you. I don't know we've shown the roads in the area before on this.
Cluster 1 doesn't have too many cows behind it. It would be 2.
No, it wouldn't.
And
Well,
3 and 4. 2 and 4 up
oh,
high.
cluster, yeah. Good morning, Kathy.
Morning, Kathy. They have cows. I remember showing to Donna, and there was a cow mooing.
Yeah.
The entire tour.
And good morning, Sherry. See, people are saying
Hello, Donna.
good morning.
Hello from Lethbridge, Alberta.
Hi from Leth. Oh, she's saying hi.
I love Lethbridge. It's a
And
great
Shar, good morning. Shirley, good morning. Lori, good morning. Look at all these people from cold Alberta, -4 and snowing. Oh, Lori, you should be here.
I remember being in a little town in Oaxaca.
Sunshine Bar isn't the same without you.
Little town in Oaxaca, and nothing was over 2 stories tall. And I'm like, this really feels like Lethbridge. And I had to get through those CFE windmills, because CFE does have windmills in Mexico, and they did 15, 16 years ago.
Good morning, Jen. I will say something about Sunshine Bar yesterday. Lynn and I went to go to watch the movie at Luna Lounge. It was called...
It's a new Tom Hanks.
The Tom Hanks movie that he talks about reading the news. I can't remember. Read the news?
I read the news.
It's actually, it was a very good movie. You guys would love it. Very good. Anyways, so we were there. She had to go get some cash. So we went and got some cash, and Luna Lounge wasn't open yet. They had been playing,
I hope there's a story here.
Yeah. What's the not bingo. What do they play?
Trivia
at Jack's. So they were all up at Jack's. So we thought, well, we'll go sit down somewhere and have a quick drink. We didn't want to go anywhere like Jack's because they were pretty full. And so we went and sat at Sunshine Bar. Well, we probably sat there for like 5 minutes. Nobody even looked at us. Nobody came. Nobody asked us for a drink. So we thought, we're out. So then we looked up at Norman's, and his deck had opened up and there was nobody sitting there. So we went and sat there for 10 minutes and said hi to Norman. Lynn brought some coffee from Nino. And yeah.
Dan is from Snowy Valemont.
News of the world. Thanks, Jen. Yeah.
I
really liked it.
Our dust is white and flutters out of the sky. You know, I was thinking about that as you were complaining about dust.
I'd rather our brown dust.
Yeah, it was just, I was thinking, you know, how rude of you to be complaining when these people are dealing with snow and winter and cold and all of that thing that goes with that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I apologize on behalf of us for
Mostly
rudeness.
For him.
What? Okay. So what can we tell these folks today, honey?
Well,
you watched
today,
the movie. You got home late. You were really late last night.
Yeah, 11.
Scared.
11.
No, I called you at 11.
Oh, yeah.
I waited until 11 because I'm like, you know what? She's going to have some fun. You shouldn't have been drinking because you drove.
I had one vodka soda.
All right. So, yeah. So then how was the movie?
I'm a big girl. I can do it.
How was the movie? Can you give us a synopsis without giving away anything?
Well, it was based in the time of the Civil War, or shortly after, around the Civil War. I'm not exactly sure. The problem when you go to something like that, it's awesome and it's more of a social thing than
I remember.
So I didn't quite hear everything because I happened to be sitting in between Lynn and Hugh. So
Lynn talks.
We all kind of do. Well, Lynn, Hugh, and I, we whispered though.
Okay.
So I would like, and I think my family hasn't seen it. So I think, and it's on Netflix. So I think we'll sit and watch it one night with them.
No need to explain it if you didn't hear a thing. So don't worry about it.
But it was really sweet. So, and you guys will know that the basis of the story is he found this young girl who had been kidnapped by the Indians and raised as an Indian.
What?
And I'm going to say Indian because that's what they were calling him in this movie because it's set way back there.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah. So it's really, really, and Tom Hanks' character.
And for those of you that don't know, I'm part Indian.
Yeah. John is Métis.
You know, hey, I can do that.
You can do it, but I did it. I'm not. I'm German.
What? You never told me that. Okay, so when he finds
Anyways,
this girl,
so
I would have returned her because they turn into old women.
And he goes from town to town reading the news. He gets paid for it. It's fascinating, and there's a lot of little nuances. And I missed some of it until it kind of concluded at the end. So I kind of regret not paying more attention because I know I missed some. So that's why we're going to watch it again as a family.
She does not pay attention. And I would love to get paid to read the news because I would make it all positive.
Well, he turns it into a story. Like it's really fun. It's a good movie. So anyways, that's what we did last night.
I was actually going to do a rundown on Facebook because the news is always crap. And whatever you post on Facebook, you've got 3 people that love it and you've got 12 people that hate it. It does not matter what that news is. People are rude. People are ignorant. And it's just a very strange time to be alive right now. I mean, I remember kind of the 70s when I was growing up, and everybody was kind of nice. It was like this free love, all this stuff. And
Donna,
it's like really
I would assume because it's on Netflix that you can probably get Spanish subtitles, but it was in English. Like we watched it in English.
You can get whatever Spanish type of subtitles. This is a Netflix production, and Netflix does these subtitles from around the world.
And
any language you want.
There's a lot.
They've got it.
Hugh does this. I think he posts it on, I'm not sure where he posts it actually. Lynn is my news reader. She's the one that tells me what movies are playing. And so I think next week, so what they do is you go in, and if you want
Luna Lounge,
and if you want pizza, you pay 100 pesos and you get 3 slices of pizza. And then if there's any left over, you can have a piece or 2 more, maybe. And then you can order off the bar.
And have popcorn?
Sometimes they do. Yesterday they did it. Yesterday they didn't have popcorn, and sometimes they even go around and they sell little bags of prepackaged snacks that they've supplied. And you can buy those from them.
Pesos or dollars?
All in pesos.
Okay.
And as things progress with, what stock he has left in the bar, et cetera, because obviously they're not open. Luna Lounge is not doing any kind of shows or meals, or even, I don't think they're even doing any bar service. I think they are 100% closed except for this Wednesday night. Everything is happening at Simon's. And Simon's is hopping. They've been quite busy, which is awesome. And apparently Friday nights they have a tikka masala that is supposed to be to die for. So one of these days I'm going to get my husband and we'll go.
Why would you order food that you would die for? Like, what if it killed you?
A happy die.
Tonight, weird to say.
Tonight we are going to La Taqueria in La Cruz.
A little louder.
You guys heard me, right? Tell me you heard me.
She's the moose whisperer.
I don't want to talk louder. I'm so delicate and sweet that I don't talk very loud.
Yeah, you do. You're very loud. She here on the phone. Every once in a while I go by and I'm like, calm it down.
Donna, no, it wasn't in the theater. It was just in the bar. In the theaters, you can find English movies with Spanish subtitles. You can also find dubbed movies.
Actually, this is a good thing to tell them.
Yeah.
Because at the movie theaters, you're going to see dub or
sub. You want sub, not dub.
Because dub means that they've got a new voice track over top of it. That just means they've converted it into Spanish.
Now,
most children's movies are in Spanish. And the reason is because most children haven't learned English yet. Now, if it says dub, you need to also understand, too, if you see a French film.
I was just going to say, that's what I was going to say.
If you see a French film and it says subbed, don't assume those subs are in English.
No.
It's not.
We had friends that made that mistake. They went to that French movie a couple of years ago. I don't know what it is anymore. And it was dubbed. It was in French, dubbed in Spanish.
Yeah, you don't
or
want to
subbed in Spanish, not dubbed.
So you need to ask somebody, and you will see the dub and the sub, and you will get it. If it is a new release and it says sub, you're good to go.
Yeah,
you're going to enjoy it. Have a great time.
Unless it's a children's movie, but then
it's Finding Dory or Finding Nemo.
Yeah. So Cheryl, nice to see you, my dear girl from sunny Alberta. Now, and Jeff, buenos dias.
When we first moved to Mexico, we went to go see one of the Star Wars films. This is one of the second sets.
Like, we hadn't been living here very long at all. Maybe months.
We're probably an hour and 10 minutes into the movie, and the screen goes dark, goes black. Everybody gets up, and we're like, "What is this?" They actually had one of those breaks, an intermission. So you would go buy your popcorn and stuff. They don't do that anymore.
I'm pretty sure they had to change the reel. I think that's why.
Yeah, but in those days,
that was still the old.
But in those days, it was great. Like, it was fantastic to have an intermission in a movie because you could go to a bathroom break. get your food, come back, sit, wait, and they would start the second half of the movie. Those were good days.
Yeah.
Because I remember that.
But we were
vaguely.
sitting there thinking, what is going on? And nobody's saying anything. Nobody's getting upset. We're like, what?
Yeah, and it was weird, but it was awesome. So yeah, I remember it vaguely from my childhood, an intermission. But now it was good to see it as a grown-up. But those days are gone.
As a grown-up.
Those days are gone.
Funny.
Now, the best movie theater in Vallarta is
VIP.
the VIP. Now, the VIP.
In our opinion.
Well, no, it is.
It's a little more expensive.
Yeah, it is the best. It is the most comfortable. You have these leather recliners that you push buttons to move your feet up and down.
And you literally can recline. They will supply blankets if you're cold.
And it was at La Isla
and where this is. And they do service to your seats.
When I first went to La Isla, it took probably a year to convince Christie to go because she had this girlfriend at the time who was crazy. And she's like, no, I got to go with her. I'm not going to go. I'm not going to go. And the very first time we went to this movie, Christie's sitting there. She's got a margarita because you can order alcohol at the VIP theater and food. She's drinking a margarita. Her feet are crossed on the front of it. And she's like, you should have never brought me here.
Because now it's the only movie theater I'll go to.
And it is true.
And then one of my kids, we were talking about going to see the new Pinocchio. Oh, yeah. And I said, yeah, but it has to be at the VIP theater. And Shay looks at me, Mom, money has changed you.
That was very funny. Because
she cracks me up.
You can go to a movie here. Now, there used to be more English movies at the Nueva Vallarta mall. I can't remember the name of it. But that used to have way more English movies.
The Nueva Vallarta mall?
The one in Mezcales.
Oh, Lago Real.
Lago Real. Lago Real had a lot of English movies, and now it doesn't, which is so dumb because there's another theater inland on the Mezcales Road, probably 5-10 minutes. And you figure you would want to give something. So if you want to go to there and watch an English-only movie, you're going to wait till 9 or 10 o'clock at night, which sucks because when you get to a certain age,
you don't want to stay out.
Staying up late.
11 because it makes you feel old in the morning when you wake up.
Zach used to convince me, with these new releases for the Star Wars or whatever. It'd be like a midnight showing. Zach's like, Dad, we got to go. I got friends. Can we drive them? I'm like, yeah, this is going to be awesome. So then we get out at like 2 or 3, and I'm like, oh,
what have I done?
Why did I do this?
That was when we had the Suburban. Now it's not as tempting because we can't fit as many people in the truck.
That's
true. They could sit in the back, which is still
but I don't go anymore. If it's a midnight showing, if it would be anything over 10 o'clock, I'm not going to go. Maybe even 9. And it's just because if I stay up too late, I'm just stupid the next day. Stupider the next day. So, yeah, I don't do that with the kids. And I think it was just Zach trying to be like, yeah, my dad, he'll drive us all.
Well, it was so a bunch of them could go. And, yeah, exactly.
And Zach is actually a smart cookie.
There's a delivery.
Are
we getting delivered all the time?
One of those cards for the movie theater. And he gets discounts and cash and stuff. He lends it to everybody. He has so many.
Because they get a discount, but then he gets the freebies. Right, so
yeah, you get 10%
we need
of your
our
food
beauty
back.
sleep. Oh, Donna, you know it, baby.
Yeah, that's very true. I'm just gonna go get this. Is the door open, hon? Probably not.
No, it wouldn't be unlocked because I went upstairs and we were getting a delivery. John has been ordering a lot of the stuff for the hydroponics. He's going to be trying to grow some stuff, lettuce and different, just to experiment, just for something fun to do. Especially since we're not doing a pool right away.
Yeah, I figure why waste the space?
What are you doing?
Coming back over there. Open the door for him.
Well, you can't just do that. You got to go. You might have to sign for something.
Leave it. Just go.
You might have to sign for something.
Yeah, but he's not ready. He's still looking through the vehicle.
Okay.
These vehicles here now, and it's probably like this all around the world. They have regular vehicles delivering them, and they're like stacked high on top of the car with packages.
So I don't know what else to say, but we are going to La Taqueria tonight in La Cruz. We've had some people tell us that we really need to go and try it out. So we're going to go check it out. see what it's like. We may even do a live with you tonight if you are so inclined to watch us. What is all this?
I don't know. We're going to find
stuff.
out. We're going to find out here.
That's
so you
rude
just keep
to
talking.
open your package while you do. You just pull. This just rips. So easy.
You're violent.
Violent.
Oh, what is this? Oh, these are air stones.
Oh, my husband.
So these, you take
adorbs.
like a fish aquarium pump, and you put this in. It's an air stone. So yeah.
And what does it do?
It makes the plants grow because you get oxygen in the roots.
So
I did not realize how plants grow. I mean, I just assumed you threw them in the dirt and they would grow, but it's a lot of stuff. I mean, because the moringa trees.
Okay, give me this and keep unpacking.
Which are called the never die trees. It's hard to kill them. Our moringas right now, guys, are so stunning. They've blocked off that entire window. So when people walk by, they can't see in our house anymore.
Hey, do any of you guys use...
These are the pucks. These are... I'm going to do some growing seeds and stuff. And it's going to be like one of those totes with all holes cut in. I have a hole saw. And you just put the plant in the middle here.
And the PVC pipe, you said that?
Yeah, it's amazing.
So yeah, so then it's got it looks like a little star on here. So you put the seed in, and then the seed grows, and the roots go down.
Oh no, you need a cup for that to do that with some. You need a box, which is I think what these are. I think these are the seed starters.
Maybe. Okay.
So yeah, if I'm pretty sure these are the seed starters.
We'll see.
I've got so much stuff, guys. I'm aquaponics, that kind of stuff.
Hydroponics.
Hydroponics
are with fish, right?
Yeah, but any of those types of things, guys, it is so easy for you to start growing your own food.
Yeah.
These are the nets.
Oh.
Yeah, these are the nets. So these go in holes, and those pieces of plastic, depending on what you're growing, will go on the top of here.
The little foam thing.
And you'll put like a medium in here, like a seed medium or perlite.
Or a large medium.
Medium large.
Okay, give me this box back. I'll just put this stuff in here for now.
Okay.
Why they couldn't have put it in one box? Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know. And I ordered all that at the same time.
Who knows?
The guy knew. He knew that he had extra stuff in his car.
Yeah, because it would all obviously be all up there on the list.
That's going to be in the next week or two. I've got. You can buy fertilizer for like 25 kilos or 15 pounds, whatever you get, and make your own AB solution. So you need to do an AB, and one has potassium. So you need potassium, magnesium, calcium, and something else, nitrogen. And with 3 chemicals, you can do your A and B. You mix 2 for your A, 3 for your B, and the only reason you can't mix them all is because they will not dissolve. You will actually have gypsum as a distillate of some sort. So yeah, with that A and B, that's going to take care of all of them. And you just use like a couple teaspoons or tablespoons, and that'll do so many vegetables because almost everything is just carbon dioxide from the air, oxygen from the roots. So carbon dioxide in the leaves, oxygen's in the roots. It's amazing what you can do. I'm like very, very excited. Like there are people here that feed their entire families with just a small section of their basement and lights. I ordered lights as well. I mean, we've got the sun, but the sun is only for 7 hours. And there are some plants that you need to plant for 18 to 22 hours a day. And we have room for that. So yeah, that's going to be what we're working on here next. And my still not on the way.
Still not on the way. It still is.
But when you buy from Alibaba, they protect your purchase.
If you pay for the extra protection.
Yeah, if you pay for it, like through them, there is a protection. So within 25 days after I receive the still, I'm actually able to get a refund.
So it's kind of like a warranty from them.
Yeah.
And that protects you because you're sending money, and it's a company in China. We don't know.
I do know this.
But we can't go and check on them.
No.
Like the agave plants await, Jen says.
Yeah, the company that I bought from ended up being a huge. They manufacture entire factories,
like big stills, not
distilleries.
just
I mean, this is
so
what
Sandra
they specialize
Green is
in.
saying it sounds interesting. Yeah. So as we get that stuff going, we will definitely keep you guys appraised of how it, because it's kind of cool. If you look on YouTube, you can see the roots growing and stuff like that.
I'm going to tell them one thing.
Oh, why? I'm sure you will.
The easiest hydroponic thing that you can do is look up Kratky, Kratky method. Kratky method. That is going to blow your mind how simple it is for you to feed your family like a tomato plant in a 5-gallon bucket. That
Tomatoes.
kind of stuff. No, but it is, guys, it is magical. A guy from Hawaii, a doctor from Hawaii created this method. It's amazing.
Cheryl is saying that I wanted a little portable greenhouse. Sheldon got a 12-foot by 8-foot. Big expectations.
No,
that's awesome, Cheryl.
It is awesome.
Well, and I'm thinking, I joke about tomatoes and stuff, but I do like pico de gallo salsa. It'd be fun to be able to, even if we just grew some serranos, some jalapenos, some lettuce. Well, that's not for the cucumbers. You probably count in that.
Oh,
right?
You can plant cucumbers.
On a
you need a trellis.
And tomatoes then the same, right?
Yeah.
So we could do that and then have really fresh. Oh, and then Shay and I, mostly Shay, but Shay and I'll take some credit for it because John kept saying, "Oh, great Shay's salsa was," even though I made salsa that day.
It became oniony as it got aged.
Yeah, we're tweaking it, so we're gonna do it again, and we'll tweak it a little bit better.
So
but we made a roasted garlic salsa.
It was so good.
It is the first time that she found the recipe on Reddit. I don't really use Reddit. I don't know much about Reddit.
We have a Komodo grill, and
so we roasted the veggies on the barbecue. Oh, so it added that extra smoky. It was a little on the sweet side, and I don't know if it's the onion, the roasted garlic, or the chipotles, because we actually took dried chipotles and we soaked them. But I'm wondering if that might have been a source of the sweetness, because they would be a sweet. So I want to make it more roasted tasting, not quite as sweet tasting. Now, Cheryl says you need cilantro. No, you don't. You don't need cilantro.
Real quick, I told you, if you watched our video when we were just in Chedraui, I told you this, but if you weren't paying attention or you did not know this, chipotle, the peppers, are just jalapenos roasted on a fire. It's that very smoky, earthy flavor, dried and roasted on fire. It's magical. When you smell them, like when you're there and you just smell them, it smells like camping. It smells like fire.
Chipotles are pretty magical. I love the flavor of Chipotle.
Flavor is
but Sandra Green is saying, weren't you interested in this a few years ago? I seem to recall that. Yeah, we were actually thinking about doing a full aquaponics, which is fish and everything. And then because we didn't own where we were, we felt that doing a big setup like that probably wasn't.
Yeah.
And we were busy. So we decided not to do it at that time. But now we have the space. We have the time because we have an amazing assistant and she does everything for us. So yeah, she was paying attention. You're awesome, Shay. I keep reading. Cheryl and Sandra are commenting like one after another. So I keep getting their names.
So I just quickly want to explain the setup. We're going to do something similar. There's two ways to do this. So you take a 4-inch sewer drainage pipe, you cut holes along the top.
Let's call it a PVC pipe because sewer drainage type sounds disgusting.
It's very inexpensive. And it kind of goes like this to this to this to this to this. And you just plant all these plants. So along the wall. Okay,
so he did not describe it very well. You've got the tube, and then you've got hose, and then you've got the tube, and then you've got hose. So the water keeps flowing into each.
It goes down. You take a pump, you put it in the top, and the water just keeps going down the pipes. Yeah. Feeding all your plants, and every once in a while, when you take the plants out,
and making sure the water doesn't go stagnant and stinky.
No, but that's why it moves. The
water
is
but that's
moving.
What it's doing. That's the other reason, not just to feed it, but also to make sure it doesn't go stagnant.
The other thing you can do is
I pay attention to,
you can take 3 or 4 or 6 across, and then have levels of this where it goes down like this. So you would have 6 pipes side by side. Like 10 feet in length.
Okay, we're not feeding the whole town, so we're not doing that. We'll try it we'll try a few, just a simple setup,
I want
and
lots
see
of
how.
I want lots of lettuce, the flavored stuff. They have at Sam's a 5 or a 7 type lettuce salad. Sorry, that
It's
has
a green
It's a
salad.
green
It's not
salad,
just lettuce. Yeah.
and it tastes so good without dressing or anything because of the
flavors.
mixture.
Yeah, it's not just plain old salad, plain old lettuce and stuff.
And I want to grow kale. We have dinosaur kale here, which does great in the ground, but you have to water it. The biggest problem for us is we don't water our stuff.
My mom has been here and she's watering, and Matt planted a bunch of spaghetti squash plants while Lynn's dogs were here the other day, and they destroyed them. And not because they were meant to. I honestly, you guys.
You told these people already.
It was the cutest thing with that little chihuahua, though.
It destroyed the plants. Because you remember Christie's mom yesterday walking by saying, they destroyed the plants. And they did. So yeah, it's very sad. I think this year we're going to get rid of that Nancy tree. We've got to do that because in order for our aquaponic system to work, I'm going to have a flat version.
Hey, we'll be able to easily hook it right up to that chain link fence without having a drill. We'd just use zip ties.
Sure.
That would be super easy just for a temporary thing until.
Sure. Just so long as you don't mind the neighbors coming and putting their hands through and ripping stuff off.
They can't put their hands through the PVC pipe or the
kids can. Now, we have kids that take our fruit off our trees off the side here, and actually grown-ups too. Our yucca, oh my gosh, are they ever getting huge? Yucca are those
Someone has
fruits.
Stolen one, though, so we're not happy about that.
They're the fruits that get up to 80 pounds. I've got one already, probably 10 pounds. Like, it's huge.
Yeah.
And I've got, I think, 8 that are growing.
Well, last year they were ready in like May because Zach ate it while we were up in Canada.
Yeah, and it was supposed to be just absolutely
Well, we had
amazing.
Some of it.
We did, and it was
a very different flavor for a yucca. Very good.
And ours is kind of a dark orangey, not that yellow. So I don't know if the flavor is different or what.
Because of that? Yeah.
But yeah, yuccas, when we cut the yucca, we're going to show you because it is like an alien fruit. Like
when we have our first one, we'll do it. So I think
I do have to tell you how you find out a yucca plant is done is it smells like a rotting corpse.
Not that we've ever smelled a rotting corpse.
When it smells like dead, decomposing flesh,
it's ready to eat.
You're in luck.
Sweetness.
The sweetness is there, baby. So yeah, if you're walking by a place, it is very gross actually, but it's an amazing fruit.
So we may check in tonight. I'm not going to promise, but we may do a live because the view from up there is really nice. And my understanding at La Taqueria.
Oh, okay, yeah. We should at least get some video if we're going to do that.
Okay, well then get your thing ready so we don't forget.
It's on top of my other aquaponic stuff. Hydroponic.
Oh, we've got boxes of crap and fertilizer, and
they sell the fish in our neighborhood. They've got thousands and thousands and thousands in huge, massive tanks. So we could.
Well, they used to. We don't know. Are they still there?
I don't know.
We haven't checked lately.
But yeah, it would be very easy to get aquaponics set up here. So, all right, we're done, hon?
And Jennifer's reminding us that the agaves are waiting. Yes, we are done. What time-ish? Cheryl, we will... I really don't know. Probably, let's say 7 our time.
When will we be
Which
back?
is always the same your time right now.
When will we be back to our normal time?
After Easter Sunday.
Which is?
The 3rd of April.
Okay.
Then we will be...
Back to normal.
Back to normal time, yeah.
Because for us, our time never changed. We're still in the same time zone.
Yeah, we haven't changed time zone. So... Right now, we're the same time as Alberta. Soon, we will be an hour earlier.
I think we're an hour in the future. So don't ask us who won the games. We're not allowed to tell you. So we will be back an hour in the future. Right now, we're still same time. All right, guys.
So, yeah, I'm thinking 6:37-ish. I'm not exactly sure. Plans have changed for later this afternoon. I haven't spoken to Lynn to find out exactly what the plan was.
Lynn? Why is Lynn coming?
Remember I told you about Clem and Sandra coming for cocktails this afternoon?
Oh,
I'm
that's
just
right.
I'm just a little confused because she whispers, and sometimes I have a loud whisper, and I will admit it. I'm not a good whisperer. I'm a loud talker. I'm a loud laugher. But Lynn's a really quiet whisperer, and sometimes she whispers, and I just go, yeah, okay, whatever.
Everybody
I
just
wanna
ignores
watch.
her. She's so quiet. All right, guys.
Okay, so
Have a good one.
tonight what we'll do is if we remember is post before when we're leaving our house. Okay, we're on our way to La Tequileria, because my understanding is they have a flight of tequilas that you get there, and you can try some tequilas.
The only reason you want to go.
Tequila taste. I didn't know that before. I didn't know that that's what it was. I just like the name. It's Tequileria. Hello.
I don't know if I believe her.
Okay, I'll join you with the cocktail. Sounds
ciao,
good.
guys.
We will see you all tonight.